Hi everyone, Dr. Hale here again. This is going to be one of our shorter videos. Take time, if you haven't already, to go to the D2L latest course announcement to see how we've modified our schedule for the next 2 weeks or so. I've made a few minor adjustments to give all of you, as well as me, a little bit of a break because I think we've earned it this far in the semester. Now to the task at hand. Although the slide says that we're going to be talking about fandom and technology, this is actually one of those classic bait and switch kinds of scenarios. For many of you, you will have already stopped watching the video lecture by now, or perhaps worse still, you never even clicked on it. This video is meant as a thank you and a reward for those students who actually watch all of the weekly video lectures. I appreciate you and all of the time and effort that you put into your work, and especially so for this semester when it seems that the universe is bound to fold inward on itself and destroy us all. So what is this video really about if it's not about technology and fandom? I'm trying to get a sense of how many of the students in class are actually watching these things that I'm making. So if you've made it this far in the video, stay with me just a little bit longer and you'll be happy that you did. I want to just briefly show you a bit of the data that I get from YouTube. Here we can see the number of views, the devices that are used to consume this particular video, in this case the most recent one that I posted about fan fiction. And then here, as you can see in the little part that I've circled here, you can see the average view duration. Now to be fair, results might vary if this video were private and I only submitted it to your class, but that's not the case. The mean value might also perhaps produce more favorable results. But still, that fanfic video was about 10 minutes in length, so to see that the average watch time is below 1/3 of the video's total runtime is not great. So for those of you who are hanging on, I want you to do a few things for me. Number one, just like the video. Number two, leave a comment. Feel free to say whatever you want, something deep and meaningful, or you could just write the word jub jub. I don't care. Just write something on there. I want to keep track of how many people are actually watching this content. Third, and here's the good news, for this week's weekly reading notes assignment, you can submit a screenshot of your comment that you've posted onto the YouTube video and submit that as proof of your having watched the entire video. So you don't have to submit any sort of formalized weekly reading notes as you normally have. As such, you'll get full credit for this week's notes. You still ought to read the assigned materials for this week, but you don't have to submit any formal reading notes. If you've watched this far and follow directions, then you'll save yourself some time and effort, and again, you deserve a break. I've been checking in with all of my students this semester, and it seems that collectively all of you, and me too, are super exhausted. So we're going to be taking a kind of mini break from classes since we're not going to have an official fall break this semester. And so just to walk you out, here are some things that you can do to enjoy yourself as you take the pseudo break from COMM 4300. You could connect with nature, run through a field, or exercise in other ways that don't involve fields. You could play video games and pretend, as I do, that the real world doesn't exist, even just for a few minutes. You could, if you like your family, spend time with them hugging in a grocery store as families are wont to do, but remember to wear your masks. And so that's it. Next week, I'll post a proper video lecture. It'll discuss the history of cosplay, and in so doing, I'll have to talk about the role of technology in fandom. Take care. Bye.